Amalgamation. Okay. Yeah, visible and audible. Very good. Okay, it's closely related to amalgamation. So it is called internal reconstruction. Very nice. It's very closely allied to amalgamation. See, amalgamation, two companies are involved, and our company has to either merge or absorb with another company. Okay, so amalgamation is also called, okay, external reconstruction because some other company is involved. Here, internal only within our own company. Everything is within our own company, whatever is happening. Okay, so first we'll have to learn what is the concept. Very important in internal reconstruction is journal entries. Okay, so accounting treatment in name of journal entries, in the form of journal entries, then in the form of accounts to be opened. And of course, steps to do taken to do the sums. Okay, so this is today's topic. And as usual, after a introduction, brief introduction, we will get into sums which are asked in our last few attempts. All of you got the study material today. I mean that notes, class notes. I asked them to send about 6, 7 sums with answers. Have you got it, guys? Is some reply? What is this? I'm not getting any reply. You not got material? Didn't come to you. I'll ask them to send. Okay. So by the time we finish the introduction, you'll get the sums. No, வினோத் இன்னைக்கு ஒரு மெட்டீரியல் அமைச்சிருக்கேன் வினோத் இன்டர்னல் ரீகன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் உங்க அமைச்சிருக்கேன் இமெயில் அமைச்சிருக்கேன் ஓகே ஷோர் தேங்க் okay 5 minutes you'll get it okay guys so what is the concept of internal reconstruction now our company is sinking okay so in terms of accounts what do you mean company is sinking that means we are getting lot of accumulated losses. Once losses start building up, there's a danger of company collapsing. It will not be a going concern. Then shareholders will lose everything. Debenture holders will lose. Sundry creditors won't get anything. Banks, of course, loans won't get. Debenture holders, everyone will stand to lose. All the stakeholders will lose if this position continues. Now, what happened? A company is sinking. Now, you tell me what is required to pull it out. A company is sinking. What is required to pull it out? Hey, come on, reply, guys. The company is going down, going down. What is required? Very good. Anirudh. Anyone else? The sinking, sinking, sinking. What do you require then? Yeah, correct, Madhavi. Investment. Investment is correct. Investment means money. Money. And most people to give money are either the shareholders or banks. But no, reserves, we don't have reserves. No. That is why where accumulated losses means no reserves are there, Sharon. So we have to raise funds. But who will give funds to a sinking company? Tell me. Will any bank? Okay, first thing you go to a bank, financial institution for a loan, they'll ask for the audited balance sheet. In that audited balance sheet, big red thing, first thing the eyes of the banker will go, huge accumulated losses. So bank will never give loan for a sinking company. That is called throwing good money after bad money. Throwing good money after bad money. Never bank will give for debenture holders. How we tell debenture holders we have to advertise to the public. We have to give 3 years profit statement. 3 years loss you give. No one will put their debentures. So this is a situation. Anyonya Shraya. To come out, you require money. To get money, you should be profitable. So there was this CA student. He became, it's Anyonya Ashraya. Anyonya Ashraya means mutual dependence. It's a catch 22. So there was this CA student. He somehow became CA. He struggled, and he became a CA. But what happened in all these attempts and studying all these accounts and this and that and all, he became slightly off. Not fully off, slightly off. Then the parents are worried, and then they took him and his horoscope to the astrologer. And the astrologer went through this. He said, "Unnillappa, this is all very minor mental problem. He gets married, he'll become all right. He gets married, he'll become all right. Now tell me which girl will marry this boy? They'll tell, Nalla payan, Samatha payan, only thing konja mental. Oh, will any girl marry him? Tell me. But he gets married, he'll become all right. You're understanding what I'm telling? Give some feedback, I say. See what happens since I'm not able to see you guys. Don't know whether you are, see, more than 40 plus people are attending. You understood the situation very good. So too, this is the situation with this company. This company is having accumulated losses. To come out, you require money. But to get money, you should be profitable. To get money, you should be profitable. So this is your company, okay? Who are all the stakeholders of the company? Now this is you. You, the student who is doing intermediate advanced accounts now. You. Who are your stakeholders? Stakeholders means who have a very deep interest in your welfare. Who are your stakeholders, guys? Then we'll come to company. Parents, very good, very good. Parents. Teachers, very good, very good. Parents, friends. Hey, Arunachalam. Arunachalam. Friends. Parents, Mata, Pita, Guru, Daivam, teachers, very good. And friends, faculties. Yeah, Sharon, thanks. Faculties. Then who else has a stake in you? Come on. Parents means brother, sister, cousins, all the relatives, friends. Friends don't have a stake in you actually. Friends have an interest in you. Come on, who else has a stake in you? Come on. Most important person who's having a stake in you is you yourself have a stake in you. My CA, yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, now to become a CA we're telling. You yourself are your most important stakeholder. You decide the course of your life. You can spend today evening on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on social media, or you can do this internal reconstruction class. The choice is yours. You yourself have a stake in you. Okay, you are the most important person. Okay, so that is for now. Tell me, who are all the stakeholders of a company? This loss-making company, let us see, which requires reconstruction. Who are all the stakeholders? Tell me, guys, smartly tell me. Yeah, investors means whom, Ravi Shankar? So first will be shareholders. Shareholders. Then who else? So debenture holders. These are all people who have put money. Yeah, of course, banks, loans, institutional finance, financial institutions. Then, of course, no, government has no stake. Government will take from you. Government will take taxes from you. They don't have a stake in you at all. Yeah, creditors, debtors don't have a stake. We have a debtors, debtors, debtors have to give us money. They'll run away. That's all. Yeah, employees and then banks, financial institutions, sundry creditors, and of course, workers, directors, then workers, officers. They are all having stake. So now this company is sinking. This company is sinking. If it goes down, all the stakeholders will lose. If it collapses, everybody will lose. So how to rehabilitate, how to bring him out? All stakeholders have to sacrifice. All stakeholders have to sacrifice. Then that sacrifice, okay, that sacrifice of all the shareholders, what it will do, it will wipe out this accumulated losses. So we're going to see how it will do that. The, the sacrifice of the stakeholders will go towards wiping out the accumulated losses. Now, this guy is very sick. This patient became very sick, admitted in ICU. What will he require? Tell me, what will he require first? Hey, come on, this guy is admitted in ICU. ICU, terima, intensive care unit. Intensive care. What will he require? What will he or she require? She got corona, let us say. Ah, very good, Saran. Saran, yeah. Very good. They'll require oxygen. Now you gave him enough oxygen and he's able to breathe. So what happened? Oxygen is O2 is oxygen symbol. Okay. O2 is the sacrifice of all these fellows. It gets rid of accumulated losses. Now will that alone do? Will giving oxygen alone do? Oxygen is able to breathe and all. What else you'll require? Very good. Oxygen, Madhavi, correct. First is oxygen. You go to ICU, they'll take your pulse and first put one oxygen mask. That's all. Second, what they'll do? Yeah, what treatment? Sharon, what treatment? Come on. You know what? Why I tell this? My wife is a doctor. She studied in Madras Medical. Yeah. And I've been admitted many times in hospital. Okay. So that is rehabilitation. That is internal reconstruction. Yeah, what treatment they'll give, guys? First, they'll give oxygen. After that, what they'll give? All of you know it. Come on. You've seen all these movies. Every movie will have that scene. Hey, Sharon, first aid and all, minor, some cut and this and that. This fellow's glucose, very good. Drip, very good. Oxygen and then drip. Drip is commonly called glucose. Sugar water, glucose drip. So, company, first you have to get rid of accumulated losses. by the sacrifice of the stakeholders, then you require an IV drip. Yeah, yeah, Madhavi, correct. IV drip. No, ECG and all apram. Sharanya, ECG kuda theva, but treatment. So drip is, these fellows will have to pump in money. The shareholders will have to put money. The banks will have to put money like that. You have to give blood money. Yeah, suppose serious accident case means even blood transfusion. Blood transfusion. Yeah. That blood, that glucose drip is money has to be introduced. So to rehabilitate a company, two things are required. First, written off, and money has to be introduced, both by the stakeholders, both by stakeholders. Okay. Are you okay with the concept, guys? Are you okay with the concept? Internal reconstruction is basically financial re-engineering. Okay, it is financial re-engineering. Rehabilitation. Now this fellow has fallen down. So you first to make him stand, and then you have to give him energy to make him run again. Okay, first he's fallen down, make him stand, சரியா இருக்கப்பா, 30, then give him energy so that he runs again. So the company has falling down, it is collapsing. Its BP is coming down, its oxygen levels are coming down, energy levels are coming down. So you have to slowly bring it down. Okay, are you okay with this? So we'll take care. Concept is okay. Now accounting treatment. So the basic account says we have to open a special account called, a special account has to be opened called reconstruction account. Reconstruction account. Okay, it has got different names. It is also called capital reduction account. And sometimes it is called internal reconstruction account. Please write down. So we are in the accounting treatment for rehabilitation. Okay. The very important account to be opened is the reconstruction account. It is a nominal account. So what is the rule for the nominal account, guys? What is the rule for a nominal account? Hey, come on, what is the golden rule for a nominal account? Yes, correct. Debit all losses, credit all gains. Okay, debit all losses, credit all income and gains. So what will happen? Now, what's happening is now these stakeholders are sacrificing. Is that how they will sacrifice? Let us see. Now there was equity shareholders. A simple example: 10,000 shares, fully paid up of rupees 100 each. Okay, so what they are telling, we will sacrifice. Okay, now this 100 we will sacrifice 75, and the new share capital will only be 25 rupees. Okay, so they are sacrificing 75 rupees per share. So before equity share capital was 10,000 into 100. Okay. But the new equity share, they're sacrificing because they'll have a scheme of rehabilitation. It has to be sanctioned by the court. Okay. Company law court, NCLT will have to court. There's a special court for companies called NCLT, National Company Law Tribunal. Okay, don't worry about that. There's a law, court is there, judge will be there. They'll have to, they're saying, okay, now the new share capital will only be 10,000 into 25. Correct? New share capital. So the share capital they have sacrificed. And the sacrifice of the shareholders is whose gain? Tell me whose gain? Is gain for whom, guys? Very good, very good, very good. It is the gain for the company. So how much is the gain for the company here? So 10,000 into 75. Because 100 rupee share, the shareholders have agreed to sacrifice 75. So it is a gain. So this will be credited to, yeah, 10,075. It will be credited to revaluation, reconstruction. It will be credited to reconstruction. It is a nominal account, credit all gains. So what happened? There is a credit in reconstruction account of 7.50 lakhs. And then suppose there's an accumulated loss of 5 lakhs. Okay. Accumulated loss will have a debit balance because debit all losses. So that we will close and transfer it to reconstruction account. You're getting a feel of it, guys. You're getting a feel of the thing. We'll do a sum, it'll become very clear. The thing is, the sacrifice of the stakeholders is a gain for the company. Yeah, very good. The sacrifice of the who are the stakeholders? All these guys are the stakeholders. Okay. The sacrifice of the stakeholders, shareholders, directors, creditors, banks, debenture holders, is a gain for the company. This gain will be credited to reconstruction account. It will be credited to reconstruction account. And that balance, credit balance, will be used to write off the accumulated losses. This is the basic movement in reconstruction account. Are you guys okay? You're understanding? You're understanding somewhat? Yes, very good, very good, very good. Kesh Babu, Priyadarshini, Shweta Krishna, Gayatri, Lingeshwaram. Good, good. So then, apart from this, what will happen? We may have some land bought 10 years back, 20 years back, carried that book value. We bought for 50 lakhs. Now it is worth, let us say, 60 lakhs land. Then we can revalue that land. So from 50, we're bringing it up to 60 on the asset side of the balance sheet. Then what will happen? It is a gain for us. So that gain will be credited to reconstruction account. And simultaneously, we will have to open a new balance sheet and change the balance sheet's value. Not only the stakeholders will have to sacrifice, some assets may have gone up. Conversely, some assets may have gone down. Like inventory may be not worth as much, so it's a loss. During reconstruction, there is no P&L account. Its place is taken by reconstruction. Okay. So any loss, again, you will debit only to reconstruction. Then the last thing, how to close the reconstruction account is very easy. Any credit balance, so reconstruction, I'll use this word, okay, reconstruction account. Capital reserve and any debit balance will go to goodwill. Same as AS40. That's how you close the reconstruction and transfer it to the new balance sheet. Okay, guys, you're okay? Cool. Have you got the material, guys? Has the material come to you all? Yes, received. Very good, very good, very good. Open to sum number 6. Very good, very good. Let's open to sum number 6. 6 is last year's question for 10 marks. We'll do a 10 mark sum, then we'll do a 15 mark sum, then we'll do a 20 mark sum. So this is a twin of amalgamation. Okay, both these topics together will come. Between them, they'll come 20 marks, sometimes 25 marks. Once it came 25 marks. Chapter 5 and 6, amalgamation and internal reconstruction. This Sarvana Shivakumar. Yes, they are same. They are same. Accounting treatment will be slightly different. They are same. In the sense, it is a gain for the company. Okay, they'll use the word shareholder sacrifice, or sometimes they'll surrender also. We had 100 shares, we'll surrender 20 shares. Same. We'll see some sparkle. Guys, all of you got the material. Can you please come to sum number 6? Let me clean up this. You're okay, guys. So now another thing is in reconstruction, a very important component in exam point of view is journal entries. It is very simple. Whenever a stakeholder sacrifices, we have to debit them, and we have to credit reconstruction account. Correct? Then accounts to be open. Basic account is only one account you have to open. That is reconstruction account, also called capital reduction account, internal reconstruction account. We'll use the word reconstruction. This is a new word, new terminology is reconstruction. Old books you will see capital reduction. And steps to do the sum. When you do the sum, you learn the steps. Okay, guys. Sum number 6. Okay, we start with sum number 6. Oh, sum number 7 is 15 marks. of you okay? Ah, what happened, guys? Summarized balance sheet of SK Limited, March 31st, 2018. So equity shares of rupees 10 each, and it is in millions, so thousands, millions, so 35 million. Okay, 35 million. So remember, 10 lakhs, 10 lakhs make 1 million. Okay, so 35 million, or you can say 350 lakhs. Better get used to millions because now in IFRS, in final, they're all switching to this millions. Don't make a mistake here. 35 lakhs, 350 lakhs. So multiply by 10, you will get lakhs. Keep it like that enough. So it is 350 lakhs of 10 each. So how many number of shares? Always, okay. Here also, like in amalgamation, number of shares. First step is number of shares. You have to know. You'll see the next sum, there will be a lot of movements in number of shares. Okay. Then there was 8% cumulative preference shares, 6% debentures, sundry creditors, provision for taxation. Provision for taxation. What's this? It's an accumulated loss company, and then they're paying tax. Put the sum proper. So fixed assets or investment market value is 3325. That is, you put a comma here, is 33 lakhs, 25,000. But here we are carrying it at 35 lakhs. Correct? No. We are carrying it at 35 lakhs, but now it is worth only 33.25 lakhs. So it's a loss. So the loss will be borne by which account? Reconstruction account. There is no P&L during reconstruction. This is the danger thing. There's an accumulated loss of 2,000. So this is a sinking company. Okay. Whenever there's such a big loss, 21 lakhs accumulated loss, the very dangerous position. Okay, the following scheme of internal reconstruction is approved and put into effect on 31st March. See, straight away, investments are to be brought to their market value. Tell me what is the loss? What is the loss here, guys? The loss because of investment, 35 lakhs and 33.25 lakhs. What is the loss? Come on, tell me, type what is the loss? Very good. So 1 lakh, very good. 1 lakh 75,000 is the loss. And it will be debited to reconstruction account. And in the new balance sheet, the investment will come at 3325. The taxation liability is settled at 5 lakhs 25,000. But how much provision we have made? We have made provision of only 3 lakhs 50,000. So there is a loss. We thought we have to pay tax of 3 lakhs 50, but the ITO has given a demand notice of settled also. Settled at 5 lakhs 25,000. So what is our more loss? Tell me, guys, how much more is our loss? Here also 1 lakh 75,000. Yeah. So here also you will debit. Which account you will debit, sir? Which account you will debit? There's only one account you can debit. That is reconstruction. We'll see the journal entry. Very beautiful. The balance of profit and loss is to be written off. Okay. To be written off to the what, sir? It will be written off always. It will be written off to the debit of which account, sir? Reconstruction. All existing equity shares to be reduced to rupees 4. So from 10, it is going to become 4. So what is the gain to the company, guys? What is the gain to the company? The gain to the company is rupees 6 per share. 6 per share, 3.5 million. It will be credited to reconstruction account. Okay. You'll see. You would learn this sum very well. The first 2, 3 sums you must learn very well. Then any sum is just practice. Oh, preference shares are to be reduced to rupees 60. Oh, very good. So here from 100, we are gonna come down to collapse to 60. So naturally our gain is 40. 40 per share. So there it was 6 per equity share. Debenture holders, I don't think sacrifice. The rate of interest on debenture holders is increased to 9. The debenture holders surrender their existing debenture of 100 each in exchange of fresh debentures of 80 each. Same one debenture. Oh, here they are also sacrificed. So these guys now it has collapsed to red is what has become now. Okay, it has become 60. So the gain is again gain for the company, which will be credited to reconstruction account. This are you understanding? Then quickly we'll do the journal entries and close the 10 months. No big deal. Over. Balance of current account left after settlement are to be revalued at this 100 and it's very confusing, Baga. Here they've given in millions, okay, in 35,000, and here they're giving in actual in lakhs. Very carefully, you have to be. Fixed assets are to be written down to 80%. One of the creditors for 70 lakhs gives up 50% of his claim. He is allotted 8,75,000 shares of 4 each in full and final settlement. So 9 adjustments past only journal entries. That's why it's a 10 mark sum. But what we will do, we'll also try to do the balance sheet. So you get a practice. If it has balance sheet, it will be either 15 marks or 20 marks. Same thing will be 15 or 20 marks sum. You ready, guys? So now, how to do this sum is first 10 journal entries. Okay, 9 journal entries plus 1 extra journal entry for capital reserve transfer. Open full page, okay, at least full scape page, at least 1.5 pages you'll require, you leave it open. Then what you do, you open a T account called reconstruction account. Then next half, you have to open a balance sheet. Balance sheet of SK Limited as on 31st March 2018 and reduced. Okay. So steps to do the sum. Okay, step 1, leave place for journal entry. Step 2, open reconstruction account. Step 3, balance sheet. Balance sheet means this will become plus either 5 or 10 marks more. Okay. So first let us open journal entry. Simultaneously you have to do, then only it will work. You open the journal entry, you post it in reconstruction, and you update the balance sheet. Okay, so one by one, and then leave this whole page. I'll open another page, okay? please in exam, even now, make it a habit to neatly draw lines. They just scratch across the line. Oh, so irritating it is. So another page we insert, another page. So here we'll have a reconstruction account and a balance sheet. Balance sheet you must do, okay? Every loss, every sacrifice of a stakeholder will be credited to reconstruction, and any loss of the company will be debited to reconstruction. The final balance, if it is credit is more, it will be transferred to capital reserve. The debit is more, it will be transferred to goodwill. And here, so your answer will actually start with the balance sheet of SK Limited. I'm putting it simple balance sheet. What is very, very important, you must write this word. Half a mark is kept for it and reduced. For 5 years, it has to come. Okay. 5 years. So people investing must know that people who have already invested in this company have sacrificed. So losses, company losses and reduced must come for 5 years. Okay, we are ready to start. Start with the balance sheet. I'm sorry, start with the journal entry, update it in reconstruction account, and then in the balance sheet. Journal entry, reconstruction, balance sheet. Simultaneously. Okay, guys, just read this. I'll get a glass of water. Guys, can you see me, hear me? So let's start the sum. The first reading was, first line was, I got the sum here, I got the whole question here. Investments are to be brought down to their market value. Investments are to be brought down to their market value. Investments are assets. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So it's a loss, we have said, of 1,75,000. All losses will be held only by reconstruction account. So RJ stands for reconstruction account debit, 1,75,000. So narration is very simple, we write. Okay. Being fall in the value of investments or investments brought down to market value. Simple, just one half line. but immediately we must post everything, otherwise the sum won't work. Okay. So reconstruction is a loss because of fall in the value. So go to reconstruction account here. Okay. So to investments, 1,75,000, and go to the balance sheet now. Balance sheet, asset side, somewhere in the middle. Asset side, second item was so investments. Now it is worth, write everything. It is now 33 lakhs 25. But now you are putting journal entry in full. So this also you put it in full. Otherwise it will confuse like. Are you okay, guys? Just give a feedback, guys. Just give a feedback. You're okay. Journal entry, reconstruction account, update the balance sheet. You'll never go wrong. Very good. Arnachalam, Priyadarshini. Very good, guys. Kish Babu, Shweta. Okay, super. Next item. One by one. The taxation liability is settled at 5 lakhs 25,000 out of current assets. This is a very interesting thing. Okay, now come to out of current assets. So now listen, there is already a provision. We have kept a provision, isn't it? Provision for taxation. So first, so what is happening is we had a provision for taxation at 3 lakh 58 at 3 lakh 50, but actual tax working notes. Actual tax was settled at 5 lakh. So loss was 1 lakh 75 extra. And extra will always be debited only to reconstruction account. And it was paid out of the bank balance which is in current assets. Okay, so now listen, learn this please properly. So first, provision for taxation account debit. J is shun, okay, taxation, reconstruction, American shorthand. Provision for taxation debit. So we had a provision for 3 lakh 50, we are now closing it. Okay, but how much it was settled means current assets because bracket to write bank. It seems current assets is part of bank. So bank we are paying, it was settled for 5 lakh 25,000. So we thought tax was 3 lakh 50 and already we kept it aside. But tax turned out to be more. It's a loss for us. And all losses have to be borne only by reconstruction account. It will have to be borne only by reconstruction debit 1 lakh. Okay, the narration being tax liability settled for 5 lakhs 25. Now let us quickly post all this. Uh-oh. So what happens is not synchronized. This where the dot falls of this virtual pen on the screen on this canvas. Okay, let us quickly post it. There's a loss of 1,75,000. So it will be debited to reconstruction account. Tax 1,75,000. Now what happened to current assets, sir? So here let us put it separately because a lot of there's some other change also. Okay. So current assets in my balance sheet it was 35 350 lakhs. Correct? No, 350 lakhs. Out of this here, you've got a loss of how much we paid out, sir? We paid out 5 lakhs. Income tax was settled for 5 lakhs 25,000. Now, what is the present? Is this correct? $350 lakhs minus 5 lakhs 25. Okay, how much is it, guys? So this is 75. 29 lakhs 75,000. Okay, but little changes are there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, how 29 lakhs is 350 lakhs, no? Yeah, 34 lakhs 47,500. 34, 47, 500. Minus 525, 34, 47, 500. So better like this 344 lakhs, like that. This is better. Okay. 344 lakhs, like that. Then you want 344 lakhs 75,000. But don't write it in the balance sheet because there is some more changes are there. Actually, once they give these thousands and millions and lakhs, no, a lot of confusion. So don't get fooled. Calmly do it. That's all. So we have posted it here, sir. We have posted it here. We have posted the journal entry and updated the thing. Now the next thing is the balance of P&L is to be written off. It will be written off only to one account, which is to the debit of reconstruction account. So reconstruction account debit to P&L account. P&L means accumulated losses. So it was 21 lakhs. Okay, so we write down being accumulated losses written off. That's all. Now let's post it quickly, okay? Being accumulated losses written off. You're okay, guys? 21 lakhs. Here, so so what you must do systematically, you go down the question paper. Don't go here, there, just 1, 2, 3. The balance, the all existing shares to be reduced to 4 each. All existing shares to be reduced to 4 each. So working notes. So here equity shares. Okay. So what is the present position of equity shares? It was some 35 million. So we'll put it all in lakhs. Okay. So number of shares, it is rupees. So it is 350 lakhs. It is 350 lakhs. So it is into 10. So divided by 10. So when you take into 10, it will become number of shares. Okay. Number of shares. One, two, three, four. Are you okay? 35 lakhs into 10. Very carefully do. Okay. So 35 lakhs into 10. 35 lakhs into 10 becomes 350 lakhs. So now you must put like this. So 10, it has become written down to rupees 4. Reduced to 4 each. So 4, and then the gain for the company is rupees 6. Okay, so now we write simple, it is 35 lakh shares. 35 lakh shares into 4 will come in the balance sheet. 35 lakhs into 6 will be credited to, please write exactly like this, reconstruction. It is a gain for the company and it is a sacrifice of the shareholders. So how this will be given effect to is through the balance sheet, this journal entry. So equity shareholders, equity share capital of rupees 10 each debit. Okay, it will be debited to 350 lakhs. Correct? 350 lakhs. Now there will be two credits to new equity shares. Equity shares. And how much is the equity share, sir? Rupees 4. And 2, reconstruction account, rupees 6 per share. So 35 lakhs into 4 is, and then 35 lakhs into 6. Yeah. 35 lakhs into 4 and 35 lakhs into 6. Okay, 35 lakhs is your control figure. It is the number of equity shares. Okay. So without any confusion, I'll just add it, I'll just multiply it here. So 35 lakhs into 4. So it is 140 lakhs. So the new share capital will be 140 lakhs. And what is the gain? So 35 lakhs into 6, 210 lakhs. So just write being sacrifice of equity shareholders of rupees 6 per share. Being sacrifice of equity shareholders. It's very simple narration you write. And very important to just post it right away. So now it is a gain for us. Reconstruction account credited with 210 lakhs. Correct? No. So go to reconstruction account 210 lakhs. It's a gain. Finally, we are getting some credit because of the sacrifice of the equity shareholders. By equity shareholders, 210 lakhs. And what is the new equity share capital? It is now 140 lakhs. So let us write it down. So equity shares. So you can write in bracket rupees 4 each. So 140 lakhs. Are you okay, guys? Every sum, this moment will come. Do it very carefully. Like how in amalgamation, calculation of purchase consideration was the heart of the sum. Here, the movement in the share capital is the heart of a reconstruction sum. Any doubts you have here, guys, please ask. Please ask, guys. If you're understanding, please say you're understood. Otherwise, you say once more. Yeah, correct, Gayatri. Correct, correct. 140 lakhs. What you do, you'd be very careful with the number of zeros. Okay, calmly take your time. Very good. Understood, Shweta Lingeshwaran. Very good. Very good. Arunachalam Priyadarshini. Sharan. Okay. Okay. So now let us go to the next thing. Next is all preference shares are to be reduced to rupees 60. So preference share is rupees 100. It is to be reduced to 60. So let us go to our working notes next to the journal entry. This only takes time in online, moving the screen. Now this is the working note for equity shares. Now the working note for preference shares. What percentage preference shares they were? 8% preference shares. So let's write down 8% preference shares of rupees 100. So what is going to be sacrificed? The new thing is going to be reduced to 260. So in the new balance sheet, it will come 60, and the sacrifice which will be credited to reconstruction is 40 per share. Okay, this is first. Now let us see how many number of preference shares. So in the balance sheet, they are telling the preference share is, so we'll put it in lakhs. Okay, so it is 175 lakhs. Correct? No, they have given in million, 17.5 million. Okay, 1 million is 10 lakhs. So 175 lakhs rupees. And 1 is 100. So take out two zeros here. So 175 number. This is number. And this is rupees. And this is 100. Correct? So now you put like this. Now this has become into 60 and into 40. This will go to reconstruction and this will be in my balance sheet. Always take to number. Always go number. Don't go one share. Make it one share. Are you okay? 175 lakhs. It is actually 1 lakh 7. You understanding? 175. 1 lakh 75,000 into 100. Are you okay, guys? Now, then once you get this, journal entry is very easy. So, preference shares 10% preference share in bracket 100. It is getting closed. Okay. So, debit 1075 to 10% preference shares into 60. Okay, and then to reconstruction account per share is 40 rupees per share. Yeah, sorry, it is 8%. What is 10%? Somewhere I saw 10%. Okay, I think the next sum 8%. 8%. Very good. Tell me the amounts, guys. 60. And you know that this is the control figure. So 1,75,000 into 60. Tell me, guys, 1,75,000 into 60. Okay, it's 105 lakhs, correct, Lingeshwaran? Okay. Now tell me, into 40. Into 40. It has to be 70 lakhs. Correct? Journal entry is telling Subhashini Naidu. Just write being preference shares written down to 60. That's all. Or being sacrifice of preference shareholders. Now, what should you do now? Immediately post it to the reconstruction account and balance sheet. So reconstruction will be 70 lakhs and 105 lakhs. And in the new balance sheet, 105. A little place where to live because the debenture holders are getting some preference, some equity shares. No, nobody is getting preference. Okay, all of you are okay, guys? We have reached point number 5. Out of 9, we have finished 5. All of you are okay? You are getting the feel of a reconstruction sum. Okay, very good. Very good. So easy. Calmly you do. It's very easy. Now let us go back to always go like this. Journal entry, reconstruction account, balance sheet. So we have finished the sacrifice of equity shareholders and preference shareholders. And now the other main stakeholder is the debenture holders. So what are the debentures? The rate of interest on debentures is to be increased to 9%. It was 6%. So now the debentures are going to be 9%. So let us write down first what is the existing position. Existing is 6% debentures, and it is for how much, sir? 14 million of 100 lakhs each. So 14 million means it is 140 lakhs, and one debenture is 100. So you take out two zeros here. So 1 lakh 40 number of rupees 100 each, it becomes 400. Okay, this is very crucial. Okay, don't miss this step. They'll give an amount, make it to one debenture. Now talk about one debenture. Talk only about this 100, guys. What is happening to this 100? Make it into two. What is the new value in the new balance sheet? Oh, it is going to be 80 rupees each. 80 rupees. So write down here, it is in the balance sheet, it is 80. So therefore, how much will be credited to reconstruction account? Oh, it is rupees 20. Write down. This is reconstruction, this is balance sheet. And this is the number of debentures. To do this, you will not make any mistake. Calmly do. Okay. You must be cool like Dhoni, not excited fellow like that fellow who married that film actress. No. What is the name of that film actress? Ruchi Sharma. Virat Kohli. He married whom, guys? Whom did he marry? One crazy actress he married. Anushka. இதெல்லாம் கரெக்டா சொல்றீங்க. ஓ என்ன all of this correct. அதே மாதிரி டவுட் கேட்கிறப்ப கூட இந்த மாதிரி பதில் வரும். Anushka. Crazy. Not like that. CA was a cool like Dhoni. Okay, now just very easy. Now sacrifice debenture. Now one more thing. The 6% is going to be changed to 9%. Don't forget 9%. So this first you must close the 6% debentures. So 6% debenture rupees 100 account debit. So debit is 140 lakhs. See, it's very tempting to write in lakhs here, okay? But please don't do that. We'll get because some he is giving thousands, millions, like that. So just write the whole thing. It's okay. Just count the zeros carefully. Little confusion will be there at beginning, then afterwards it will become perfect. That is closed. And now we are giving 9% new debenture, and but the face value is going to be only 80, and the balance 20 will be credited to reconstruction account. Okay, amount sulupa. So this is your control figure, 1,40,000 into 80. Come on. 1,40,000 into 80. It is 112 lakhs. Okay, next. 112 lakhs. Okay, next. 1,40,000 into 20. So 28. So easy. Very good. Gayatri, and all of you very good. So being, you can write being 100 rupees debenture written down to 80. And you can write 9%. So 6% debenture. So because we are reducing the principal, okay. So konjo increase panni kodukkalam. Now what is our job? 28 lakhs we have to credit to reconstruction account. 112 lakhs, 9% debenture to the balance sheet. But here you must put by sacrifice of 6% debenture holders. Okay. But in the balance sheet liability side, you must carefully write 9% debenture. How much is what? 112. It's very tempting to write in lakhs, but a lot of confusion. But இது கொஞ்சம் காம settle பண்ணிட்டா, then it's okay. Guys, you're okay? The sum is almost over now. So the balance of current accounts after settlement of taxation liability is to be taken as only 157 lakhs 50. Are you seeing point number 7? Point number 7, guys. So he's telling the balance of current assets after payment of taxation liability. This is the tax we paid. This is the new balance. He's saying that you please write it down to revalued at 157 lakhs 50. Tell me what is the loss, guys? What is the loss in current assets? What is the fall in the value of current assets, guys? Minus these two figures, please. Medwapa, Malvika, correctly you're telling 1872. Okay, 2, 3 people are telling yes. Malvika, Shweta, Krishnamurti, 187 lakhs. So right, right. So this is the loss. Okay, 187 lakhs. 25,000 is the loss. So this will be debited to reconstruction account. Since we are in the same balance sheet, let us post it. So current assets are 157 lakhs, 80,000. Okay, 150. And the loss 187.25. 87 figures. Fall in the value of current assets. Now this we have to debit reconstruction journal entry. Okay, 187. Debit. It's a loss. Only one account will bear losses during this internal reconstruction. That is called reconstruction account debit. To fall in the value of current assets. Current assets is real account. Credit what goes out. 87. Right now, you guys have minused it nicely. Sum is almost over. You must get in this first sum, you must get a feel of how to do the reconstruction sum. Then you will become very comfortable. So we have done reverse because that figure was there in the balance sheet. Actually, you must do from here. Reconstruction, journal entry, reconstruction account, and then update the balance sheet. In this sum, 10 marks, they have not asked the balance sheet, but we as practice, we are doing it also. So now point number 8. Fixed assets are to be written down to 80%. Fixed assets are to be written down to 80%. So let us, as usual, these are all working notes. Okay. On the left hand side, yes, so fixed assets. So this will all be working notes. So carefully write down. It is 437 lakhs 50,000. Just to confuse you, they are giving such big numbers. Okay. It is 43.75 million. 43.75. So 10 lakhs. Yeah. Okay. So now it has to collapse by 80%. Tell me what is 80% of this, guys? Carefully, 80% of this. Correct, Appa Anantanayagi Kannan. Round figure what the 350 lakhs, is it? Okay. Okay. Very good. So you put it like this. Written down to 80%. So the new value will be 350 lakhs. Okay. So the loss, so the loss is a 20%. Be very careful. The loss is 20%. What is the loss? Tell me now. Tell me what's the loss, guys? You better put 20% and calculate. What is the loss? 87 lakhs 50,000. Okay, very good. 87 lakhs 50,000. All of you understanding carefully. See what they've said in the sum. Fixed assets are to be written down to 80%. Sometimes cunningly they'll say written down by 80%. Then it is different, totally different. Written down to. So 87 lakhs 50,000 is the last. It will be going only one place will go to this one 87 lakhs 50,000. Okay. Then as usual, it is a loss. Only one account will bear the loss 87 lakhs 50,000 and it will be borne by reconstruction account. Rektapa 87 lakhs 50,000 is correct. Loss, yeah. And then in the reconstructed balance sheet, fixed assets will come at 350. Okay, now the last entry is there was one creditor for 70 lakhs. He gives up 50% of his claim. He gives up 50% of his claim and is allotted 8 lakh 75,000 equity shares of rupees 4 each. Now all equity shares are only rupees 4 each. So he's been given shares. So balance. So tell me what is 8 lakh 75 into rupees 4? Is it coming to 35 lakhs? Please multiply and check up. Because 50% he gives up, 70 lakhs, 50% he sacrifices. For the balance 50, we don't have cash, so we are giving him shares. Correct. So let us put this in a journal entry. Working notes here itself, we'll put working notes. So sundry creditors. So first, what is the total sundry creditors of this? Oh, big amount. It's okay, 175 lakhs. So sundry creditors is 175. Out of that, there was one creditor. So take him out, 70 lakhs. So what is the remaining creditors? 105. So sundry creditor is now 105. Because one creditor, what he did, how he sacrificed 50%. So 35 lakhs will go to reconstruction account and 35 lakhs we are giving him equity share cap. All of you are understanding what's happening here? Sundry creditors working notes. Once more. See the balance sheet. How much is it? How much is it in the balance sheet of the company? Sundry creditors. Oh, let me see. It is 175 lakhs. Okay, but we are talking only of one creditor of 70 lakhs. So take him out of the equation. So balance creditor will come in the balance sheet are 105. What happened to that 70 lakhs guy? Oh, 50% he is sacrificing. The balance we are giving him What are we giving? How many shares? So 8 lakhs, 75,000 equity shares, rupees 4 each. So which has to add up to 35 because he's sacrificing only 35. So balance 35 we are giving him. Now we have to capture the whole thing in a beautiful journal entry. This is a very famous adjustment. This will come often, okay, guys? Whereas total creditors don't lose sight. Total is 175 lakhs. Out of that, one creditor of 70 lakhs only he's sacrificing. Maybe the related party, one of the directors, one of the business promoters. Okay. So because if he doesn't sacrifice, the whole company will collapse. Tell me, guys, you're understanding this movement. Okay, let us put a journal entry and then you see. Okay. So so sundry creditor account debit 70 lakhs. Now see two equity shares 35 lakhs. Correct? They're giving him equity shares and balance he's sacrificing. The sacrifice will go to reconstruction. You're okay, guys, with this? You're okay, please? Tell me, give a feedback, guys. You're okay? Ah, very good, very good. Very clear. Okay, super. So let us post it and complete the balance sheet and then we'll come back. It's okay. So now, yeah, Shweta, 35 lakhs. So now we have to put credit reconstruction 35 lakhs. And equity share capital is going up by 35. Okay. So it's again for this because of why by sundry creditors 35 lakhs. Okay, and then equity share capital is going up by 35. Okay, now I think all the adjustments are over. So now before we close the balance sheet, let us see all the items we have taken in the balance sheet. Okay, on the asset side, fixed assets, investment, current assets. Yeah, it's over. Liability side, equity share, cumulative, preference, sundry, creditors. Provision for over. So now we have to close first the reconstruction account. Okay, reconstruction account. If the credit side total is more, it will go to capital. So please close reconstruction account, guys. Tell me if the credit side is more or the debit side is more. If the credit side is more, it will come to capital reserve. Close, guys. Reconstruction account of SK Limited. Credit side more. By how much, sir? Okay. Aniruddhan, anyone else? 43 lakhs 75,000. 75. Come on, keep doing. Try to tally the balance sheet. 43 lakhs. Oh, total of the balance sheet total. Awesome. Come on. 43 lakhs 75. Correct. 43 lakhs 75,000. Okay. All of you getting this? 43 lakhs 75,000 is correct. So let us finish the balance sheet then. 43 lakhs 75,000. And careful, we have to pass one journal entry, please. This will be transferred to capital. What is the total of reconstruction account, please? Lingeshwaran, total of reconstruction account. Okay, 343 lakhs. Okay. Okay, so 343 lakhs. Neatly complete this sum, guys. 343 lakhs. So 43 lakhs 75,000 is capital reserve. So let us first pass the journal entry, please. 43 lakhs 75,000. So we are closing reconstruction account. Reconstruction account debit capital reserve. We have seen this is a good old friend from amalgamation. Capital reserve. Same capital reserve. Being surplus of reconstruction account transferred to capital reserve. It's a capital profit. And it will be used only for issuing fully paid up bonus shares. Okay, right. It cannot, this balance of capital reserve can be used to only pay fully paid bonus shares. It cannot be used to declare dividend. So this we have to take to the balance sheet. 43 lakhs 75,000. This was happening very slow and go up and down. 43 lakhs 75. Now let us see balance sheet is tallying, please. Let us see. Let's try to tally the balance sheet. Let us try to tally the balance sheet. What is the balance sheet total, guys? Please tell me the total. Hello, Arun. Good evening. No, I'm in class only. No problem, Arun. Almost now lunch break. Sure. 2 minutes, I'll call you back. I'll be giving lunch break. Sure. Dinner break. Okay, guys, tally it. 54 lakhs. Okay, correct, Appa. 540 lakhs. 75. 75. All of you are getting it, guys. Yeah, guys, now this sum you have to revise very, very, very well. Okay. The first sum you must just grasp it. Then rest all little additions. That's all. So little hitch was there because first time we are seeing such a big figure. So I wanted to be very sure we are doing it correctly. 350 lakhs and minus 525 lakhs is so many lakhs. Then after once you hit your stride, it's easy. Oh, I'll try to put a view side by side. Something is there. Multiple pages. Oh, it's coming like this. Hey, listen, where is the tech girl? There was one tech person here, no? No, and I used to, it'll go like this, it'll slide across at full length. Anyone knows how to do it? The full page, it'll be 100%, okay? Like this. It used to slide like a roll, so I can keep this side by side. No, not zoom. Zoom is okay. Zoom is correct. ये क्या है side side वर्णम पा multiple pages. Huh? See, it's coming like this. No, multiple. What is this? So this will come in full thing. Left arrow. Windows left arrow. Sure. Huh? Read mode. Where is read mode, Anirudh? Where is read mode, Anirudh? Windows plus left arrow. Sure, appa. Where is read mode, Anirudh? Left corner top. Okay. The best way to read a document. Enappa. Which isn't shown in reading. Let's switch to print layout. No, it's not allowing it. Read mode is only for printed text. Okay, guys, you just see this. So I'll make it try to make it big. You take a pic. Those who want to take a pic, and go for lunch now. No, go for dinner. Sorry, go for dinner. Okay, guys. No, Aniruddhan, it's not coming in left corner. Read mode is not coming for inking. It's coming only for type text. Guys, please see this carefully. Okay, everything is here. Reconstruction account, balance sheet till the last journal entry. Beautifully come. Take a pic here. And now we're splitting for lunch. Excuse me. Okay, have lunch and come back. Not dinner. Come back soon before 8. Come back.